In 2020, the world was brought to its knees by a deadly virus, COVID-19. It spread like wildfire and claimed millions of lives globally. But in the face of adversity, scientists and researchers worked tirelessly to develop a vaccine. It took months of research, testing, and experimentation, but eventually, multiple vaccines were developed and approved for use. Despite initial hesitancy, more and more people stepped up to take the vaccine. They understood the importance of not only protecting themselves but also protecting those around them. As the number of vaccinated people increased, so did the hope for a brighter future. The world slowly began to open up again, and people were able to reunite with friends and family, travel, and return to work and school. The vaccine was a beacon of hope in a dark time, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we can come together and find a solution. A vaccine is a biological preparation that contains a weakened, killed, or fragmented version of a disease-causing microorganism or virus. It is designed to stimulate the body's immune system to produce an immune response against the pathogen, without causing disease. Vaccines work by exposing the body to a harmless form of the pathogen, which triggers the production of antibodies and immune cells that can recognize and destroy the real pathogen if it ever enters the body. This process creates immunity to the disease, protecting the vaccinated individual from future infections. Vaccines have been developed for a wide range of infectious diseases, including measles, mumps, rubella, polio, smallpox, influenza, and many others. The discovery of the first vaccine is attributed to the English physician Edward Jenner, who developed the smallpox vaccine in 1796. At the time, smallpox was a deadly disease that had plagued humanity for centuries, killing millions of people. Jenner noticed that milkmaids who had contracted cowpox, a relatively mild disease, did not develop smallpox. He hypothesized that cowpox could provide immunity to smallpox. To test his theory, Jenner took material from a cowpox pustule and used it to inoculate a young boy named James Phipps. He then exposed the boy to smallpox, but he did not get sick. Jenner repeated the experiment on several other people, including his own son, and found that they too were protected from smallpox. Jenner published his findings in 1798 in a book called An Inquiry into the Causes and Effects of the Variolae Vaccinae. The word vaccine comes from the Latin word for cow, vacca, in reference to the cowpox virus used in the vaccine. Jenner's discovery of the smallpox vaccine was a major breakthrough in the fight against infectious diseases, and it paved the way for the development of other vaccines. Smallpox vaccination became widely adopted, and it played a major role in the eventual eradication of smallpox in 1980. Today, vaccines are considered one of the most effective public health interventions, and they have helped to control or eliminate many deadly diseases throughout history. There are several different types of vaccines, each designed to stimulate the immune system in a slightly different way. Here are some of the most common types. Inactivated or killed vaccines. These vaccines use a virus or bacteria that has been killed or inactivated, so it cannot cause disease. Examples of inactivated vaccines include the polio vaccine and the hepatitis A vaccine. Live attenuated vaccines. These vaccines use a weakened form of the virus or bacteria that is still alive but cannot cause disease in healthy people. Examples of live attenuated vaccines include the measles, mumps, and rubella (MMR) vaccine and the yellow fever vaccine. Subunit, recombinant, or conjugate vaccines. These vaccines use specific pieces of the virus or bacteria, such as proteins or sugars, to stimulate an immune response. Examples of subunit vaccines include the human papillomavirus (HPV) vaccine and the Haemophilus influenza type B (HIP) vaccine. mRNA vaccines. These vaccines use a small piece of genetic material called messenger RNA (mRNA) to stimulate an immune response. Examples of mRNA vaccines include the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines. Vector vaccines. These vaccines use a virus or bacteria that has been modified to carry a piece of the pathogen's genetic material into cells to stimulate an immune response. Examples of vector vaccines include the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine and the Ebola vaccine. Each type of vaccine has its own strengths and limitations, and the choice of vaccine depends on the specific disease being targeted and the characteristics of the population being vaccinated. In conclusion, vaccines have played a critical role in protecting people from infectious diseases throughout history. From the discovery of the first vaccine by Edward Jenner to the development of vaccines for a wide range of diseases, vaccines have saved countless lives and helped to control or eliminate many deadly diseases. It's important to remember that vaccines are rigorously tested and monitored for safety and effectiveness before they are approved for use. Vaccination is a safe and effective way to protect individuals and communities from disease. By getting vaccinated, you are not only protecting yourself but also those around you who may be more vulnerable to infection. So, if you haven't already, consider getting vaccinated to help protect yourself and others. Together, we can work towards a healthier and safer future for everyone. Thank you for watching this video on vaccines. We hope that it has helped to increase your understanding and appreciation for the importance of vaccines in protecting public health. If you found this video informative and engaging, please consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated on our future content. By subscribing, you'll be helping us to spread awareness about important public health topics like vaccines and to make a positive impact on the health and well-being of individuals and communities. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to sharing more informative and educational content with you in the future.